Good afternoon. My name is David Anthony Brayboy. I'm the occupant of this YouTube channel. I've been on YouTube since 2007. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I've just recently come back to YouTube for the sake of making various videos on a whole lot of different subjects. And I'm going to be producing videos on a whole lot of different subjects like religious corruption, political corruption, and how it all affects us in the social arena, in our society, how it divides us, and what we can do to resolve a whole lot of the issues that causes all of us to clash together. Of course, everyone knows that our society is going through a very trying time. But living here in America has always been a very difficult time, especially for us as African Americans, or whatever you want to call us, Black people, African so-called Americans. But the whole thing is, I'm back at YouTube because I have an intention on trying to help resolve a whole lot of these issues, and I'm looking forward to working with a whole lot of other people on YouTube so that we can help resolve a whole lot of these problems that are transpiring out here in this society that's causing a moral decay, not only in our community, but in the world community. So with that being said, I just wanted to introduce myself. And like I said, I look forward to working with a whole lot of people. And so whoever is interested in any type of discussions or video dialogue, then you can just reach me at davidbrayboy@gmail.com. I also have a Facebook at David Anthony Brayboy up under my name. So I look forward to hearing from you. Peace. I received a very interesting email today. Someone had emailed me and asked me to explain my videos and my aim on YouTube. And so I just wanted to address that. And the video before that was in 2019, before I left where I'm at now, Las Vegas, to Georgia. And I was out in Georgia for like a year and a half, and then I came back here to Las Vegas. I believe I've been back here to Las Vegas since 2001, because I went out there to change my life and to get married, and all of that blew up in my face. And so, but they asked me to explain my videos because they say that it seems like they are all the same because of the dialogue. Well, I believe that there's one thing that I've noticed in this YouTube arena is that your audience find you. You don't find your audience. Your audience finds you. There was a woman not too long ago who had said that I think all of your videos are boring. And I had responded, well, I have close to 1,000 videos made. And she said, well, I said and I've watched all of your videos, and I'm just telling you that I think your videos are boring. And so, considering how many videos that I've made, which is close to 1,000 videos, I can't see myself as a problem, because if I can look at someone's videos that carry videos that are almost up to 1,000 videos and find them boring, all of them boring, I can't see where I am the problem, because I'm not going to sit and watch close to 1,000 videos and find all of them boring. That's a form of mental illness as far as I'm concerned, because all I would have to do is watch a couple of videos and find them boring, and then I'm just going to move to the next YouTube. But I joined YouTube back in 2006, and YouTube was much different back in the days. And YouTube was actually better back in the days. But I met some of the best people in my life back during those days. But during those days, I used to just make a lot of comments. I didn't make videos because I wasn't confident enough to make videos. I wasn't confident enough. And so my videos are strictly about making humanity a better place than it is. And as far as the example of Yeshua, what I tried to do with the message that Yeshua left behind, I tried to make it as plain as possible. You know how Brother Malcolm said, make it plain. Don't make it sound all clever and deep. You demonstrate it in a way to where people can understand exactly what you're talking about. Make it plain, make it relatable, make it relatable. And I felt like I've been on this earth for like 62 years, and I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of traumatic things, and I've healed a whole lot. And so I feel that my life is a journey of a lot of lessons learned. And because of that, I survived, and I've made it this far. But my whole thing is to deal with the fundamentals of what makes the human being better, and just go from there. So it's nothing, they say, well, why don't you involve yourself in a whole lot of current things, and that's just not where my interest is. Now, not too long ago, I did a couple of videos on the whole Anton Daniels and Corey Hovich thing, but that's just not where I feel like, I don't feel like I belong in that arena. My videos are very quiet and humble, because that's the type of person that I am. I'm an extreme introvert, and so my videos are not controversial unless I'm talking about something that is very intense when it comes to family relationships and things like that. Other than that, you're not going to get a whole lot of noise here. Now, if you want a whole lot of noise, if you want a person that's going to deal with a whole lot of stuff that's going on right now with the Anton Daniels thing and the Glorilla and Brorilla, you're not going to find that here, because I don't really care about those things. Those things mean absolutely nothing to me. To me, those things are not making the world a better place. It's really not helping anyone. In spite of people's interest towards it, what are you really, in fact, getting out of that, other than finding out things that those people who are involved were trying to prevent people of knowing? And even after those things are brought to you and you know about those things, so what? How can you utilize certain information? That's like if all of a sudden Anton Daniels and Mika come out and say, yes, we were sleeping together, yes, we had a relationship, yes, we were both married. Once you get that information, what can you do with that information? Simply because you know it. The only thing that you can say is, I knew it. Okay, now, after you've come to know that, how does that relate to your life and your life and your life becoming better intellectually? Those subjects mean nothing to me. I'm more concerned about humanity and help making humanity a better place to live, because I see that the world is going into a dark place, and when we're dealing with subjects as that's the proof of it. I could care less who's sleeping with who. I don't care who's sleeping with who, And so my videos are pretty much what my interest video was talking about. Trying to do my part in making the world a better place to exist, because when it all boils down to it, that's really all that matters. In spite of what else is going on, who's sleeping with who, and so what? I could care less. I'm concerned about humanity. That's where my concern is, and obviously, considering how my YouTube channel has been struggling, a lot of people are not interested in the betterment of humanity. And I don't have a problem with that. They ask me, how does it feel to where you spend all this time making videos and your videos have very little likes? As I said before, your audience finds you. You do not find your audience. I don't do these videos for likes. I don't do these videos for subscribers, because if you go through all of my videos, I think out of all of the videos that I've ever made, only 2 of them asked like and subscribe if you want. I don't encourage people to subscribe to my channel, and I don't encourage people to like my videos. I leave that decision up to them, because sometimes when you have to encourage someone to do something, sometimes people fall under the influence of that encouragement, and they do what is not in their hearts. They simply just like your video or subscribe your video behind your encouragement. I want people to subscribe if they want to, like if they want to, share if they want to. Everything is up to them. I don't encourage it. So I'm not concerned about how my channel looks and how many likes that. I'm not embarrassed about that. I don't really care about that. All I care about is sharing life experiences and the things that I've learned in life. That's all I'm concerned about, is being able to share those things. And YouTube is an instrument to where I can do that. So that's just to answer the email that I got today. But my whole thing is, when it comes to the message of Yeshua, is to make that message as plain as possible, to where people can not only recognize themselves in the message, but actually help them live for the betterment of humanity. Just make it plain. Don't make it complicated for people to understand. Just make it plain. So that's the reason why I'm here, and that's one of the reasons why I make YouTube videos. Now, they also questioned me about the backgrounds that I use, like these backgrounds. There was a YouTuber, and he's still present. Back in the day, was my favorite YouTuber, and until this day, he's my favorite YouTuber. He goes by the name of Ringo TV. He's still present. And what inspired me to start using backgrounds is that I used to look at Ringo's backgrounds, and his backgrounds are very authentic. His backgrounds are not fake like these. He was my favorite YouTuber. I loved everything Ringo put out. I watched him on his journey of being an Israelite and getting out of the Israelite community, which I found very interesting and very in-depth. And I've got a lot of information by watching Ringo's videos, and I still watch Ringo's videos, and I still get a lot of enlightenment and information from his videos. So shout out to Brother Ringo TV. I appreciate you, bro. back in the day, I recall sending him a message on YouTube. This was back in the days when we were actually able to send one another messages. And I admired his videos so much. I asked him if he could send me some information on which cameras to use and everything. And when I sent that message out, I didn't even expect an answer, actually. Two days later, Ringo sent me information on all the cameras that he used. He even put pictures of it. He took the time to send me an entire message on which cameras to use and how they work and everything. And I've always appreciated that, because how many famous YouTubers have that type of humility to where there's no pride, there's no arrogance, there's no narcissist type attitude. He's a very humble brother, and he took the time to write me a detailed message on which cameras to buy and everything. So I always appreciated that. I didn't get around to getting those cameras and everything because my life took some turns, and my life has been a whirlwind ever since. And so but that's pretty much in these backgrounds. I like these backgrounds because these backgrounds pretty much represent how I feel on the inside. And the people who create these backgrounds, they don't mind me utilizing them. So that's one of the reasons why I do use these. And so I find these backgrounds very beautiful. And in spite of, well, he using fake backgrounds. See, that's why I don't deal with y'all. Because my mind is on what I'm talking about. And if you lose your focus and you more interested in the backgrounds that I'm using, then you're here for the wrong reasons, because I'm going to use whatever background that I choose. Now, if you don't like the backgrounds being utilized, if you think I'm a fake human being, I would suggest you just move on, because you're not going to tell me. Obviously, if you look at all of the videos, all of the criticisms are always in my email. They are never in my comments, because you know better. You know better. Because you would get intellectually destroyed if you ever tried to attack me. So I just wanted to address that email right quick before I start work. And everyone have a good night.